Welcome to Top 5 Saga Channel, discovering the top 5 in every category. 5 reasons why the USA lost the Vietnam War. Guerrilla warfare and Viet Cong tactics. The Viet Cong employed guerrilla warfare, which was unfamiliar to the US forces. They used hit-and-run tactics, booby traps, and ambushes in the dense jungles of Vietnam. Their intimate knowledge of the terrain gave them a significant advantage, allowing them to launch surprise attacks and disappear quickly. The US military, equipped with superior firepower, struggled to counter this unconventional warfare, which diminished their effectiveness on the battlefield. Lack of local support and popularity. The US failed to win the hearts and minds of the Vietnamese people. The South Vietnamese government, which the US supported, was seen by many as corrupt and illegitimate. The North Vietnamese and Viet Cong, in contrast, were viewed by a large portion of the population as fighting for a national unity and independence from foreign occupation. This lack of local support hindered the US military effort, as many South Vietnamese citizens actively supported the Viet Cong or remained neutral. Home front opposition and anti-war movement. As the war dragged on with rising American casualties and no clear victory in sight, public opposition to the war grew back home in the United States. The anti-war movement, fueled by media coverage showing the horrors of the war, such as the My Lai massacre and the Tet Offensive, led to widespread protests and civil unrest. This put immense political pressure on the US government to withdraw from Vietnam, eroding the will to continue the conflict. Underestimation of the North Vietnamese resolve. The US underestimated the determination of the North Vietnamese to achieve their goals, regardless of the cost. The North Vietnamese government, led by Ho Chi Minh, was willing to endure immense losses and hardships to secure a unified Vietnam. The US, on the other hand, was not prepared for a prolonged, attritional conflict, and American leadership misjudged the enemy's resilience and their ability to continue fighting despite heavy casualties. Ineffective military strategies and mismanagement. US military strategies were often ineffective in the Vietnam War. The strategy of search and destroy missions aimed at killing large numbers of Viet Cong proved counterproductive, as it alienated local populations and did little to secure lasting control over territories. Additionally, the over-reliance on heavy bombing campaigns, like Operation Rolling Thunder, did not break the North Vietnamese resolve. The Tet Offensive of 1968, a coordinated series of surprise attacks by the Viet Cong, showed that US intelligence and military strategy were lacking, despite official claims of nearing victory. These factors combined to make the Vietnam War a prolonged and costly conflict that the United States could not sustain politically or militarily, leading to its eventual withdrawal and the fall of Saigon in 1975. Like, share and subscribe. Top 5 Saga Channel.